Hi there, welcome to our YouTube channel, Learning Space Tutors. If you are new here, please click on the subscribe button and also click on the bell sign so that you can get notifications when we have new videos. And if you want more videos like this, please visit our website www.learningspace.com.ng and register. So today I'll be talking about top 7 areas that are covered in the UNILAG post-UTME general knowledge. So apparently this video is meant for those of you writing the UNILAG post-UTME. And it will also be suitable for those that are writing the UNI-Ilorin post-UTME and also that of Yaba Tech. So number 1, I'll be talking about politics is one popular area that you should expect questions in the post-UTME. And under politics, you'll be talking about, you should know questions that borders on political parties in Nigeria, system of government. Questions could be asked on the past and present political leaders. You should also familiarize yourself with the number of representatives in our National Assembly, the Senate, and also the House of Representatives. You may be asked to talk about the spread of local government in Nigeria. You should be able to tell us about number of local government in Lagos, for example. How many local government do we have in Kano? Those are questions I have put under politics. So just practice as often as you can. I will be making other videos that will talk about all of these areas that I'm talking about here in details, where we are going to talk about, where we're going to take practice questions and a lot of past questions to buttress each of these areas. Another area that you should expect question is under geography. Now, in this context, I am not referring to geography that you did in your secondary school, but you should know things like geographical zones in Nigeria. We have the north central, the southwest, northeast, and what have you. There are 6 of them. You should be able to talk about the number of states that makes up what geopolitical zone in Nigeria. Another aspect that questions often come out under under geography, you should know land forms. For example, land forms such as mountain, hills, valley, waterfalls in Nigeria. As a matter of fact, a lot of questions are usually drawn from this aspect. Like, you should know where we have Idonre Hill in Nigeria, for example. You should know where we have, for example, Erinjesha Waterfall. So all these landforms in Nigeria, you should know what state has what landfall and so on. And again, not just in Nigeria, you should know landforms in Africa, the longest river, the highest mountain in the world. Those are questions that I've grouped under geography. So that's that. Another area is on the economy. Now, in my view, what I expect to be under economy, or what I've classified under economy, are things like the currencies of the world. What countries spend what currency? The United States spend the dollar. The United Arab Emirates spend the dirham. The Great Britain spend pounds. European Union spend the euro. Nigerians spend the naira. So you should be able to identify a particular currency to a country. So those are things that are put under the economy. And again, you should know the sectors of the Nigerian economy, for example, their contribution to the GDP. You should be able to talk about, for example, petroleum industry, the manufacturing industry, and what they contribute to the GDP. One interesting thing about the economy is the faces. For example, the Nigerian currency, the faces of people on the currency. So you should know whose face appeared on the 100 naira note, for example. You should be able to tell us whose face is appearing on the 200 naira denomination. So these are questions I have put under the economy. all right, for sake of simplicity now and for easy learning. And another aspect that you should expect question would be on religion. Now, in this context, is not, as you know, religion, not the religious knowledge in this case. Um, Under religion, you should be able to identify major denominations, religious denominations we have in Nigeria, and also, of course, the religions that are being practiced in Nigeria and by people generally. And again, like you should be able to identify religious leaders. The Ansaruddin Society of Nigeria or Ansaruddin movement in Nigeria, you should be able to identify who is the leader. The Catholic mission, probably the general overseers of popular Pentecostal denominations. So these are questions I have put under religion. So you can go check out as many questions in the past questions on these already. And again, another area I would like to talk about is history. Yes, a lot of people often even make the assumption that the post-UTME general knowledge is just about history. No, that's wrong. That's really wrong. But then you can't shy away from questions on history, Nigerian history, and the history of the world. You should be able to talk about when Nigeria had independence. You should be able to talk about when Nigeria became a republic. What year did we change from what hand drive to what hand drive? So those are questions that that I have extracted. I mean, that I can associate with history. You should be able to talk about notable events in Nigeria from 1914 till date. When Nigeria had its first census. I mean, when we had the first coup in Nigeria in 1966. 1966, January 15. You should be able to talk about things like that. And also our notable leaders in Nigeria, past and present. Those are the things that makes up our history. You should be able to talk about the achievement of different people in Nigeria. So, and again, in the world, you should be able to talk about notable events when we had the First World War, what year, and the Second World War, who were the major countries involved. So those are things that makes up history. You should be able to talk about notable personalities in the world as well. Scientists, Nobel laureates, inventors, and their inventions. So these are things that makes up history generally. Another aspect of the University of Lagos general knowledge is the university itself. All right, now if you're applying to a school, of course, you should be able to tell me when the school was founded and the notable or the principal officers of the school. You should be able to talk about, you should be able to mention who the pro-chancellor of the school is, the chancellor, and the vice chancellor, the registrar, the first vice chancellor. Those are questions on the university, the slogan of the school. And again, you should be able to talk about perhaps the faculties. How many faculties are in the school you're applying to? Those are questions about the university that you should know. And these are questions that are often asked also in the exam. And last but not the least is the current affairs itself. Now, current affairs, you cannot overemphasize this. A lot of students also think that the exam is about current affairs. That's also wrong. But you cannot take away the fact that you can't separate current affairs from general knowledge. So you should know what is trending in every area. You should be able to tell us what is trending in football, in music, in art, in science, in technology, in politics. You should be able to identify current ministers and their portfolios. You should be able to identify director generals of different parastatals, like the NAFDAC. Who is the DG of NAFDAC? Who is the DG of mention one government agency? Those are things that you should be able to talk about. Nigeria, who is the coach of the Super Eagle? You should be able, right now we're in the middle of a pandemic. You should be able to talk about the coronavirus, where it started from, what year, what country, what city. Those are things that makes up current affairs. And on a final note, I would like to, on a final note now, students often make the assumption that the general knowledge is just current affairs or is just history, but that is solely wrong. That is totally wrong. It could be anything. What I've done in this video is to show you the top seven topic areas, but that is not by any means exhaustive. But because the general knowledge can be anything, you should just read anything and pay attention to happenings around you. So I'll be making subsequent videos on this area, and in this regard, I'll be making a lot of videos to talk about politics, to talk about geography, economics, religion, history, the university, and other current affairs. And all this in total will sum up into the general knowledge. So if you visit our website, you can take a mock test. You can actually practice with past questions on the site and get your score on the site. So I advise you register, visit the website www.learningspace.com.ng, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook. So I'll see you next time. Bye for now.